Well, well, well. We're talking about catalog best practices. I am joined by my partner in crime,
Sean Lang.
I've got all sorts of names for him. Shawnee Boy, Shaunold.
And what's your name there, pal?
And my name's Jordan. We're talking about catalog best practices. If you have just joined us right now, that's Facebook ads, catalog best practices.
We're not talking about the Sears Wish Book.
No. Though that's old school catalogs. I mean, essentially we're doing the same thing, but digitally here, so...
It's a good way to think about it.
Yeah. So for those of you who are totally new to Facebook marketing, or you know a little bit about Facebook marketing, catalogs. Shiny Boy, what are they?
Catalogs. Well, it is going to be a collection of your products from your e-commerce platform, website, etc. So it's something that you need to configure so that you can feed in to your catalog ads within Facebook ads.
Yes. So we talked about this in a previous episode, talking all about dynamic product ads and how to set them up. We're going to really dig deep into the catalog and how you should have your catalog set up. So first of all, let's just go back and on any sort of platform. So let's talk about Shopify. We love Shopify. We're big Shopify guys. When you go into Shopify, you need to get a special app that's going to allow you to create a feed. There's actually a lot of free apps out there that do a totally fine job. So you can create a feed for Facebook.
Jordan, what's your favorite, though?
My favorite is Flexify.
Flexify.
Because when I flex, my biceps are huge. And it just reminds me of that. So
It makes sense. Yeah. No, totally makes sense. By the way, this is not a paid promotion. This is just one that Jordan likes.
I just like Flexify.
It's actually a paid promotion in that you're promoting them, but you're also paying them too.
That's right. That's right. No, I'm pretty sure I've actually, with Flexify, I've stayed on their free plan the entire time.
Have you? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've never had to upgrade. There
Flexify free. It's a tip.
Yeah. Yeah, big tip of the day. So you set up your product feed from there, and then you go into Facebook's Catalog Manager, which is in Business Manager. So you'll go into the top left-hand corner, you'll go all the way over to Catalogs, and then you'll want to create a new catalog.
Okay, all right. I'm following along.
So what that does now is it grabs a product feed that Flexify has created, and it feeds it into the back end of Facebook's Business Manager through the Catalog Manager.
Now, how much of this do you need to configure in Flexify before you feed it into
It's very little. There's a couple settings.
But it's pretty automated.
It's pretty automated.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
That's what we like.
Yeah. So now that it's come into Catalogs Manager, you've got this big catalog. So for instance, if you're like a clothing store, you've probably got something, between 600 and 1,000 SKUs. You're bringing all of these SKUs now in. So it treats, Facebook Catalog Manager treats every SKU and every product, including size, as a different product.
So all your variants for the Shopify people are going to be separate products within Facebook.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now we've just got this big catalog, of, let's call it 1,000 products, right? There's a couple of really interesting things you can do with that. You can, first of all, just let Facebook do its thing. You can run that entire catalog out as a dynamic product ad.
And it's just going to optimize what it thinks people want to see.
Yeah, or not necessarily even what people want to see. It's going to optimize what they think. If you've put your conversion event as purchases, it's going to go out and find you purchasers of your catalog.
And now, while we've said that we don't like dynamic creative, we do like dynamic product ads.
We like dynamic product ads a lot. I've liked them since I can remember, Shawnee. So let's talk a little bit more about things that you can do now with your catalog.
Okay, Jordan.
Right?
What are some things you can do now with your catalog?
Well, you take it for a walk, treat it to a nice dinner.
You can put it in a box. You can eat it with a fox.
So what you want to do with your catalog now is the very first product set that I set up in the catalog is that all products. But I'm not going to just set up all products. I'm going to go in and say I only want all the products that are actually in stock.
Yeah, that's definitely something that you want to make sure you're not promoting out-of-stock products.
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably sell out-of-stock products, but you're going to create a more negative customer experience if they have to wait for it.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I don't recommend selling products not in stock. Sell them as a pre-sale. That's just that one's for free today, people.
As is the rest of this podcast.
Oh yeah. You got this for free. So basically, what we're looking at is setting up different product sets, right? So we're talking about that big product set first of all. That's all of your products. So what I recommend is using that one for product retargeting. Now, let's take another big step back. I feel like all I'm doing is walking backwards right now, taking steps back.
I just took like 5. Can you hear me? I'm way back here.
I can hear you, Sean. So what we need to do before we're going to run any kind of ads to that big all products that are in stock product set is we want to make sure that our catalog is hooked up nicely to our pixel.
Now why would we want to do that?
Because if we're running retargeting ads, we want to make sure that we're actually showing people the correct ad. Right?
Like it.
So when somebody goes and looks at Baby Beluga shirt, when they go back onto Facebook, they're going to say, hey, I saw you looked at Baby Beluga shirt. Do you just like the song Baby Beluga? Or do you maybe want to take a look at this shirt again? Do you want to take a look at a review for this shirt? Right? All of that kind of stuff. So we can actually make sure to retarget the proper product.
That sounds smart because then you're not wasting their time on anything that they don't already or that they haven't already expressed interest in.
Totally. Better customer experience.
Better use of your ad spend.
Yeah. It's just better. Just plain better.
You're not beating them over the head with a bunch of extra products that we clearly know they don't want.
Yes.
Or that they don't yet know that they want.
Yes. Now, because this is a family show and a quick little podcast today, I'm going to give you one more example of a product set that you can set up, and I highly recommend every single one of you out there do it.
Children, gather round.
So the product set that I recommend is your best seller, your best sellers list. So take all of those best-selling products. I recommend like 10 products, right? As long as those products are similar, right? So say you're selling baby clothes. Right? Get your top 10 baby clothes bestsellers and run them. And I would highly recommend running them with a review ad. So if you have reviews on them.
Super powerful.
Yeah. Running that, and you will thank me. You can send any e-transfers of all the money that you make to jordan@mindfulmarketing.co. Thank you very much. It's just the easiest thing in the world to set up. It's just set up your bestsellers as long as you have constant supply of them, of course.
Yeah, that's a little technicality, but
but that's on you, people.
That's on you.
That's not on the marketing. That's on you. So it might sound difficult what we're talking about here, but I can tell you it makes a huge difference in your marketing. So things that you can use these catalogs for afterwards. Sean, what's one thing you can use these catalogs for? Like what kind of marketing can we do? We can do cold marketing, right? We can do
retargeting, obviously. Digital product ads, like we talked about before. One thing that I've noticed, this is just an aside, but it's worth saying, is that Facebook at the moment does not let you use digital products within product catalogs. It's only physical products.
Yes, they'll generally deny it, though sometimes it'll squeak through.
So I guess keep trying, people.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll sneak through, like if you have gift cards on your site or something. Every once in a while it'll sneak through. It's actually, it ends up being kind of like I like to actually take those out of my product sets just because they don't look good. They don't look the same as the rest of the products.
Yeah, you want to have sort of a consistent feed. That's probably pretty important as well. Is that your catalog ads are going to be feeding all of the images directly from your actual shopping feed on your website, right?
Yes. So that's a really good question. Which image? What in the world image do they take? Do they just grab a random image? No. They grab your first image.
But the point I was trying to make is that this is why it's very important to have your images on your website already optimized first, because that's what Facebook is going to be using for the ads as well. So if it's really inconsistent on your website, it's also going to look really inconsistent on your Facebook ads.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's all for today, folks. There's a lot of homework for you to go back, set up your catalogs properly. If you need help setting up your catalogs, that's something that you can always talk to the Mindful Boys about here. So yeah, if you have any questions at all, get a hold of us at mindfulmarketing.co. This has been a blast as usual.
It's been an absolute... I said slice, and I'm going to say slice again.
It's been a hoot.
It's been a hoot.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Secrets to Scaling Online. If you're loving what you're hearing, subscribe to our podcast and share this with a friend. No, seriously, share it with a friend. No, if you don't, I'm going to find you and I'm going to make you profitable. Got it? No, seriously.